What's up, guys? This is Big Drew. This is Titan Lifestyle. I do this every week, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I talk about therapy of the week, what we have here at Titan. I talk about Titan events. 2 topics that I pick out usually for you guys, usually 1 or 2 topics. And also, I'm also going to get into Q&A, my favorite part. So get your questions ready. I'm going to put my thinking cap on. We can get this show rolling. But pretty much for the next 30 to 60 minutes, ask me any questions you want to ask me about training, nutrition, diet, supplementation piece. What do you like? What do you don't like? What are you interested in? And what does it do? So that's my job here at Titan, is to inform you guys and girls what we have here at Titan and what we have going on with Titan. But first and foremost, I always want to give some shout outs. So I'm gonna give a couple minutes to let people come on. As always, when you're tuning in, just let me know where you're tuning in from, what city, state, or country. If you're from another country, also, you could put up your flag. I'll give you a shout out as well. So shout out to everybody in Puerto Rico. I just got back from Puerto Rico a couple weeks ago. Had a great time, great people, great weather. And the gym scene was a little bit off, but I did have some pretty good workouts in. Looking forward to going back. But also, we do service Puerto Rico as well. Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. now, so as you guys know, girls know, we service all 50 states except for Idaho. So anybody in Puerto Rico that needs Titan supplements, interested in HRT, weight loss, stuff for your hair, skin, nails, general wellness, stuff to make you look good and perform better, Titan Medical is where it's at. Just call 727-389-3220 and let them know, what you're interested in. Say, I watched the show. And if you throw my name out there, Big Drew, you'll also get a discount as well. But it's a simple process. Basically, you just call the number. We're going to refer you to get your blood work done closest to you. So if you're in Puerto Rico, someplace there. If you're in Texas, California, Michigan, Oklahoma, Kansas, wherever you're at, Florida, we can send you someplace closest to you. Once the blood work comes back, the medical provider will go over everything, call you via Skype or FaceTime, go over all your blood work with you, make recommendations, let you know things they need to fix. Sometimes people, blood work is off, they're not sure or they don't know, so that's like the diagnostics. But again, once that blood work comes to us, we call you, go over everything with you, and then from there you can just make recommendations. If your blood work shows you have low testosterone, you'll qualify for testosterone, and chances are you'll get enclomiphene or HRT, TRT, some type of testosterone replacement. One thing I will stress here at Titan is that we're gonna give you testosterone to keep you optimal, not to make you into Ronnie Coleman, not to make you a mass monster. Our job here at Titan is to keep you healthy. So if your testosterone level is say 200-300, we're gonna try to get it to maybe 800, maybe 900. That's optimal. That's where you should be. It's not about overloading your body with testosterone. It's about making you good, feel good again. And ladies too. Sometimes ladies' testosterone is low. Sometimes it's too high. We have stuff to combat too. Ladies, if you took birth control when you were younger and you feel like your blood levels, your hormones are just a little off, maybe your menstrual cycle is irregular, you feel like something's off, chances are you may have a hormone imbalance. So that's another reason why you'd want to get a blood work. So pretty much no matter what you do, whether it's recovery, immunity, general health, stuff to make you feel good, blood work is like the number one thing. Because otherwise, you may have a headache, you may misdiagnose it, and you may take something for your headache and it's not even, the right thing because you're going off of symptoms rather than just what your blood work is. So I could Google symptoms all day long and self-diagnose myself and say, oh, I have a headache, blurred vision, I have high blood pressure. It could be something else. So again, blood work, blood work, blood work. But let's see who's on right now. I don't see too many people on right now. If we could pull some people up, get everybody rolling on all the different streams. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We're all over the place. So first thing, ATLA, Atlanta, looks like. What's the time of dosage for tests? Now, I'm assuming you're talking about testosterone. You're basically asking what's the dosing protocol. Usually if someone's HRT, they'll be prescribed testosterone usually once or twice per week. I know when I'm prescribed testosterone, my limit is 200 milligrams a week, and they tell me to take half a ml, which is 0.5, 100 milligrams twice a week. So that's standard. Everyone's different though. So don't just go off of what you Google search or what someone else does. Everyone's different. Again, your dosing with your testosterone could be different depending on the ester of the testosterone. Now, the ester of the testosterone is basically how long it takes to enter your body. So if it's testosterone propionate, your dosing frequency may be every other day or sometimes every day. If it's enanthate or cypionate, that's the general what is prescribed with TRT, usually testosterone cypionate. Now, 200 milligrams is the top you do a week. So again, twice a week. So basically the easiest way I could say it is twice a week for testosterone cypionate or enanthate. You could go once a week and have the same weekly dosage. So if you're doing 100 milligrams a week, you could take that all at once, but it's always better to split it up because that way your blood level stays stable and you don't have a spike in your blood level. When you have a spike in your blood level, you'll feel really, really great and then you'll fall off. Also, unstable blood, you'll have side effects. You'll have mood swings. You'll have oily skin. You'll have acne, other stuff too. So you always want to keep everything stable. So twice a week is best. Revolution Apparel, I see, just joined as well. Shout out to them. Jonathan's on here saying 2 times, 3 times a week, intramuscular. Yeah, that's about right. You could go 3 times a week if your testosterone is a propionate ester. So sometimes if you have a testosterone blend, you want to ask your doctor, your medical provider, is there propionate in this testosterone? If it is, the best way would be 3 times a week, again, to keep your blood levels. Now, all tests, they say test is test, but the dosing is the main thing. So don't just say, I have tests. You want to see the ester of the test mainly. Revolutionary Apparel, what's your take on use of the sauna and the ice bath? I love saunas. I actually don't really do too much cardio, but if I need to lean down, I cut my carbs, clean it up, and I just use the sauna. I hate ice baths. I don't do anything cold. I don't care if it's injury. I don't care what it is. I hate anything cold. So it's good. It helps with recovery. I recommend it to my clients, but I'm not going to lie and say, I ice ligaments or I ice my elbows if they hurt. I like heat. That's why I wear hoodies and I wear sleeves when I work out. It's not so much to, keep the joint supported. It's more so the heat. Again, when you use a sauna too, if you sit in the sauna with a hoodie on right after your workout where your heart rate is elevated, you're going to burn a lot more calories than going on the stair machine or walking in the AC with a t-shirt on for 20 or 30 minutes. So I challenge people, Revolution Apparel, if you like that sauna, as soon as you finish your workout, as soon as you drop your weights and you're out of breath, walk right into the sauna with your breath. You're still catching your breath. And then once you go in there, you could just sit there, maybe sip some hot tea, hot water, crank up the heat, and let the sauna do the work for you rather than moving around. Also, to help with muscular atrophy, you don't want the muscle to shrink. So if you go to the gym and you work out heavy, say you're training shoulders heavy and hard, trying to make them grow, and then after that you start doing the elliptical, you're literally burning off everything. So rather than just sit there hoodied up and let the sauna, your body becomes thermogenic. That's how I get this shredded the most. That's how my clients get shredded the most. It'll make your waist smaller. You feel better all over. And it helps with blood pressure, all that other stuff too. You just want to make sure you're hydrated and hydrate before you go into the sauna. Don't not drink water all day long and then grab a gallon jug and go in there and start chugging in there. You want to hydrate the night before, stay hydrated. So that way you go in there, you're not playing catch up, especially if you're a heavy sweater. Someone said, what's up, Unc? What's up? I heard ice baths don't even do anything really. I haven't seen really what they do, but I know for me, whenever I go in an ice bath, or even if I go outside in the cold, it's like I'm immediately get sick. My sinuses are messed up. It's like they say don't go outside without a t-shirt on, but then people go in these ice baths like no shirt, freezing cold. I don't get it. So yeah, it may help my joints. It may help the recovery, but my immune system, now I'm sick for a week and I hate it. So I don't do anything cold except for my drink, like fluid drinks that I actually drink. Jonathan saying Prop is best advised to use more than 3 times a week, either IM or sub-Q. Depends on the person. Prop is actually best every other day because 3 times a week. And sub-Q is trash. I would never do sub-Q. Some doctors say it's good. Some people say it shows on my blood work. Stuff that's oil is not made to be injected sub-Q. That's something someone came out with, and now all of a sudden people are doing it. I don't agree with it. It's not the right way. It's supposed to be IM. You could do sub-Q water-based stuff like HCG, or TB500, or some of the healing peptides. But in terms of oil, if you have a high body fat or if you have too low of a body fat, you're putting that oil underneath the skin. When I do it, it just sits there. Like it literally just looks like a pimple. It's not absorbing. It's like I want it to be into the muscle. So not a fan of sub-Q injections. What's the difference between TRT and HRT? Good question. Basically the same thing. H is hormone replacement therapy and T is testosterone replacement therapy. Hormone, it's testosterone and hormones pretty much similar. So some places call it one thing, some places call it the other. Now the slight difference is hormone replacement. You could be replacing your hormones with enclomiphene, which technically isn't testosterone, and that could boost your testosterone. So if someone's doing enclomiphene or HCG, with an anastrozole or something like that, that necessarily wouldn't be testosterone, even though it's boosting their testosterone. So it's a slight difference, but basically testosterone replacement therapy for both one. Source, I'm not a medical professional. Yeah, that's just a trial and error. It doesn't really have to be a source. Everybody I've known that's dubbed sub-Q has seen no difference. There's a slight chance that it's not going to absorb as much. And if there's no difference, why not just do it the right way? Now, I know some professional bodybuilders that take so much stuff, they're running out of areas. But if you're doing HRT once or twice a week, whether it's a glute or delt injection, that's all you need. Sonny's asking and says he wants to take something anabolic, but he's afraid side effects. It's not dangerous if you go through places like us, Titan Medical. Now, if you just talk to the big guys in the gym, start taking stuff, a lot of these guys are trying to sell you something because they're making money. So they'll tell you, take this, take that, probably because they have it at the house and they want to make money off you, which is illegal. So you wouldn't want to do that anyways. But again, if you're thinking about taking testosterone, the best way, 727-389-3220. And then what we're going to do is we're going to regulate everything. We're going to see where your testosterone level is at in the beginning. You basically have like a coach. So if your blood work's off, you feel off, you can call us. We're going to tell you, hey, let's check your bloods again. What about this? Have you been taking your medication? So if you're going to start something, if I could go back in time, I would start taking testosterone through a medical provider so I know everything where I'm at. As opposed to back then, it was just, trial and error, and then you're playing catch up, and then, other issues that you start dealing with. MMA 86 is saying just got ECAs from Titan. Thanks, Drew. Nice. ECA is great. ECAA is kind of like a pre-workout fat burner, I guess. Pre-workout / fat burner. ECA is ephedra, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. The ECA is ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin. ECA plus, that's the B12 and chromium. Now, what that does is the ephedrine is like a fat burner. Prescription pharmacy grade fat burner. So the E, ephedrine, fat burner. The C, caffeine, up to 200 milligrams. Sometimes they may have a little more. And we could also take the caffeine out if you're, sensitive. We could lower it for you or even take it out. So the E is the ephedrine, the C is caffeine, the A is aspirin. Why do we put aspirin? Even though you don't have a headache, aspirin thins out your blood. So low dose aspirin, or they like to call it baby aspirin, thins out your blood. When your blood is thin, it can move through the veins easier to get to the muscle better, to give a better pump. So you're gonna get more veins, you're gonna get more blood, you're gonna get more blood flow. So you have ephedrine is the fat burner, caffeine is the energy, and then A is the aspirin, thins out your blood. So that combination is next level because you're gonna be able to breathe a lot better in the gym, you're gonna have energy in the gym, and you're gonna have a pump. Now the icing on the cake is throw some Hercules potion in there. Now, MM86, you throw the Hercules in and now you're next level. Like that's probably the best pre-workout that I've ever taken. I've been with other companies. I've done everything. I've been around for 20 years now, so that's probably the best, cleanest feeling. You don't have to worry about jitterness. You don't have to worry about being nauseous. It doesn't make you use the bathroom like all these garbage pre-workout powders. You don't have to time it out because the Hercules pump stays. So say if you take it and you get caught up or traffic, you're still going to have that pump. Again, the ECA is a capsule, so you don't have to mix stuff up in a shaker. You don't have to bad breath. You literally just pop in your mouth with some water and you're good to go. It's so easy. MM86 says, baby steps, I hate needles. Now, the thing is I could tell you're fresh in the game, because anybody who says they hate needles, I could tell that they haven't been around that long, because anybody who's been around long like me knows that's the safest way. Here at Titan Medical, we do a lot of injectable therapies because we're trying to save your kidney or liver, and we're trying to make you get every last thing. Now, if I take something orally, a pill, a vitamin, a capsule, and I drink a gallon of water and I go outside for a run, now I'm going to sweat. I'm losing some of that pill that I sweat out. If I go use the bathroom and I urinate, I'm losing that pill. So rather than know that you're going to lose the pill or whatever you're taking orally, an injection, you're not going to lose anything, and it doesn't have to go through your stomach. So if you have fats or food or something, it doesn't interfere with the absorption. So again, you don't like needles, it's the safest, most effective way. Now, if you want to go real baby steps and you want to increase your testosterone, you could go with clomiphene. And clomiphene is similar to HCG, but it's better because it doesn't raise your estrogen so high. And again, it's a capsule where you don't have to do an injection. It doesn't have to be stored in the fridge. So MM86, call the number. Let them know you want to try clomiphene. It's a capsule. It's going to raise your natural testosterone and bring you up to better levels. And once you get your blood work done, if you're good, you should be qualified for that. Gray Bills is saying live translation available through Siri or another app like Translate. Yeah, we can jump into that real quick. One of my topics today was how AirPods, I'm not sure if it's AirPods. Let me see get my iPad going. I'm not sure if it's AirPods or, let me see. AirPods live translation feature reporting coming to iOS 19. AirPods Pro 3 also on the way. So yeah, pretty much you're going to have live translation now. It's not through an app. Who was asking me if it's through an app? Yeah, Gray Bills. It's not through an app. It's actually like with the newest update, with the iOS update for Apple. They're going to have live translation. So basically you'll be talking to someone, say if they speak French, you speak English, you guys could be talking to the AirPods and it will live translate, which is insane, because normally you have to have a translation app or, texting and hit translate and wait, but live. So I could literally be talking to someone in China and they could be speaking, wherever they're part of China, Mandarin Chinese. They could be speaking Mandarin and I could be speaking English and live. That's next level. I think it's going to be great for like businesses, because now people work in sales, it's going to save a lot of time with the translation. You don't have to have a translator. You don't have to wait. You could talk to people. I think AirPods is going to be the first place to do it. But just like AI and all this other stuff, I feel like it may be like 5-10 years from now, everything's going to be instant translate. Like you can make a phone call, and if I call someone, the phone call will be coming from a country that speaks English, going to another country that speaks French or Spanish, Chinese, and then next thing you know, it'll be live. So we don't have to learn anything anymore. These computers are doing everything. They're buying our food, they're making our food, they're translating, they're doing everything, the math. It's like all you have to do is just ask. It's crazy. What else we got? Any questions, comments? Why not just get synthol injections? It's way easier. Because you're not doing anything with the muscle. Synthol is a site enhancement oil. It's basically fake oil that people inject into their arms to make them bigger or wherever else. If you've ever seen videos on Google or YouTube or whatever, you'll see these guys with these big balloon arms. Looks cartoonish. It's fake. It's oil. It always gets infected. The muscle has to have blood in it to get pumped up. So if you put oil into something with liquid into it, it doesn't mix. So you're basically just filling your arm with oil and you have no muscle. It doesn't flex. It doesn't give strength. And again, it just destroys your system. So that's not even muscle. That's just like pumping up your arm with vegetable oil or something like that. Appreciate the love from Mickett. Appreciate the love. A lot of love on her. Are these eggs evidence of a previously known marine species? Good question. Another topic I had for today was they found, let me see. Scientists discovered thousands of giant eggs in an underwater volcano. Says they found shocking giant eggs in an underwater volcano off Vancouver Island, Canada. It says the eggs are belonging to a elusive Pacific white snake. So snake eggs. But my thing was when they said how big they were. They found thousands. So thousands of these eggs. The eggs are approximately 1.5 feet across. So you think about an egg, it's this big. 1.5 feet. That's big. I mean, that's a huge egg. Thousands of these. Bodybuilder, my mindset, that's a lot of protein. So, hey, whoever found that got a big lick on some protein. So, my thing is, if they found these eggs, and that means there's probably thousands of eggs stashed off in other places. Real quick, it says the discovery of 1,000 eggs belonging to the Pacific white snake was one of the most astonishing finds of the expedition. These giant eggs, known as mermaid purses due to their distinctive purse-like shape, are approximately 1.5 feet across. The eggs were found on the summit of an underwater volcano nearly 1 mile beneath the ocean surface. This area with its warm geothermal environment offers a stark contrast to cold waters. Yeah, so they found 1,000 of these 1.5 foot eggs. So we're talking eggs bigger than a basketball. We're talking eggs like the size of like a beach ball. I mean, beach balls are different sizes, but bigger than a basketball, thousands of these eggs. Now, what are they going to do with these eggs? They're going to let them stay there? Going to let them hatch? They're going to take them? I don't know what they're going to do, but it's pretty crazy that they found all this stuff. I want to know what they're going to do with them. So I'll follow up. Try to see if there's any more info. Yeah, this is kind of like a first type thing, like the first not first findings, but like the general information. A couple more weeks, I'm going to get more into it, do some follow-up, figure out what they did with these eggs. Are these eggs edible? The number one thing is, are they edible? I mean, I'm sure places eat all kinds of food, but is it something that's edible? Is it something that they could have more of? Is it going to become a delicacy? Is it going to be expensive? And again, how much protein is in one of these eggs? I know ostrich eggs have an obscene amount of protein, but these are way bigger than an ostrich egg. So I want to see how much protein, what the egg looks like. Again, I don't think they're going to like eat all the eggs, because if it's a snake that they're thinking is extinct or this and that, they want to keep them and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, crazy stuff. Someone is asking, do I take HGH? No, I've actually never taken HGH, and I'm not the guy to be like, oh, I've never done this. I'll tell you everything I've done. I've done a lot over these years. Not anymore. I mean, once I got with Titan, it's pretty much like, okay, let's keep it clean, let's keep it good now. But yes, I've never taken HGH. The reason why is because everybody that I know that has taken it, I've never seen a change in their body. They may say, oh yeah, this and that, but I'm looking at them like, I don't see it, So for me, I don't believe what I hear, I believe what I see. So there's plenty of other things. Like, in other words, if you're not taking anything, you get with Titan, you get on some HRT, 200 milligrams a week, a test sip, and you take some MK677, there's some tesamorelin, there's some Hercules with some ECA and a pump in the gym, I'm gonna see that. Like, when I see you, I'm gonna be like, what are you on? What are you taking? People that take growth, I don't really see it. I don't really see it. And a lot of people that take growth, from a bodybuilding standpoint, they're taking so much other stuff. So it's like, what's really working? Not only that, growth can make your hands grow. It can make your head grow. It makes your organs grow. So if you have your intestines and all, it grows. So that's why they have like the growth gut, where everything's poked out, because everything grows. If you have any type of cancers or something in your body, it's going to increase everything. So I've never been a fan of growth hormone. If I were to take it, I would probably do like low dose, like 1 IU a day or something like that. But better alternatives that we have here at Titan Medical would say IGF-1 LR3. Now, if I take IGF-1, or people that I know, I could see the difference. I could see the changes. I could see everything. It's a lot cheaper. And it's a lot easier to take too. So anybody out there people always ask, you guys got growth? You have growth? You have HGH? No. IGF-1 LR3 is a lot better, in my opinion. A lot of people just don't know about it. And a lot of people aren't taking enough of IGF-1. They're taking like a little baby dose, and they're like, oh, I didn't feel nothing. I'm going back to the growth. Take a high dose. We have high dose here at Titan Medical. When you call and you get your IGF, whether it's something you have blood work or not, when you call, you could say like, Can I order more? What's the top doses I can take? Don't be afraid. I mean, we're going to tell you how much you could take if you can't take it, if you have to slowly work your way up, if you want to start the high dose. I took IGF-1 LR3 the first time on a regular dose. And I'm like, I felt good on it then. I thought that was it. But then once, John was telling me, he's like, we have different dose. I could bring it up. How much you want? I said, give me the highest one. I took the highest one, and I was like, whoa. Like, yeah. So always ask. Certain stuff you can order more. Certain stuff you need blood work for. Other stuff you don't know. You don't. I know Hercules you don't need blood work for. ECAA I don't believe you need blood work for. So always ask. Worst thing, it's always good to know where your blood work's at. But a lot of times people will come in here specifically for one thing, and they'll come in and get their blood work done, and they just want that one thing. We'll tell them about HIV. Nope, they just want that one thing. And we're like, well, you didn't even need your blood work for that. But, it's good always to have it, though. Someone said, free Diddy. He's got to be trolling. Baby steps. I have GERD. Should I take TRT? Great question. Now, TRT or HRT is not going to affect your GERD or acid reflux. Usually people refer to as acid reflux, GERD, heartburn, indigestion. Those are all the words that you have for it. Now, what we do have that will help with GERD would be BPC 157. BPC 157, it's a healing peptide. It's an injectable. A lot of times, myself included, I've taken it now. A lot of times people take it because it helps your connective tissue and ligaments. So if you have elbow problems, it's not just going to numb it up. It's going to fix the elbow, fix the knee, fix the back, any type of injuries you have. So that's the main reason people take it. But it also helps extremely well with heartburn or GERD, acid reflux. So now places are actually prescribing it specifically for that. So it was a YNAFA, Yanfa, I'm not sure how to say your name. Call the office and just let them know. Drew was saying something about BPC 157 for heartburn. They'll tell you all about it, and it actually works. I used to take Zantac every day. I used to keep Tums and Rolaids in my bags all the time. Now I don't take any of that because the BPC, it's almost like I forgot that I used to have heartburn. Like the BPC literally just took it away. But yeah, it was pretty bad at one point. Whereas like I couldn't eat red sauces. I couldn't have fruit punch. I don't have anything citrus, no lemon. It was all, as soon as I threw that BPC in there, it went away. Now I could chug lemonade. I could eat tomatoes and red sauce all day long. Appreciate you. A lot of love today. I appreciate the love, everybody. Where's people calling in from or tuning in from as well? Also, let's jump into this. We're talking about healing stuff. Let's jump into the healing, right? This therapy of the week this week is the Wolverine combo. Now, what's Wolverine? It's just the name we give the combo. It's a healing. Wolverine can heal. So, John, always get clever with the stuff. But yeah, so basically BPC 157 and TB 500, that combo, you take them together. That's what I'm taking now. That's my prescription now. So I'm not just saying it to sell. Like that's what I'm taking now and it's working. But yeah, so take those together. You're going to save a lot of money. I'm going to have Brian pull it up real quick. But if you take those together right now, I believe it's 500, I believe. I think you could save 100. Let me see. Yeah, 500 right now. So you save $100 for both, not one of them, for both. So about $250 each for TB and BPC. Again, this is going to heal your injuries. It's not going to numb you up. We're not giving you Novocaine or something, pain medication. It's going to actually heal the problem, fix the problem. BPC is good for, number one thing, recovery. Muscle tears, coming back from injury. It's not going to repair the muscle if it's torn, but coming back, it'll help the process. Connective tissue, ligaments, helps repair all that. And also BPC 157 helps with heartburn tremendously, acid reflux. Guys, girls, if you guys are chewing Tums and heartburn medication all day long, if you haven't had spicy food or onions and you're pissed off that you want to eat it but you can't, this is what you take to get rid of the heartburn, BPC. Now, TB 500 also is a healing peptide. It's going to help with your ligaments, connective tissue. It was like a thing that baseball players used to take a lot for. They call it tennis elbow for the pitchers, their arms, wear and tear in the arms. So great for baseball players, great for anybody who throws, football players, tennis players, the swinging movements, like anything with that swinging or jerking movements on your ligaments. CrossFitters. CrossFitters, this, you definitely need this. I'm not a big fan of CrossFit because they say they always get injured, this and that. If I was a CrossFitter, I would definitely be on this because the way they, the speed and explosive movements, your tendons have to be on point, gymnasts. I mean, this is great all around. So it's not just for people that work out, want muscles, and look good. It's actually a performance. It helps with your performance as well. Older people, great with arthritis. So it pretty much goes all around, healing from everything. So that's the Wolverine Healing Factor combo. Again, only $500 for both. Usually it's $600. So you save $100. And that sale ends today, Friday, by the end of the day. So call 727-389-3220 or check out the website, titanmedicalcenter.com, and just let them know you're interested in the Wolverine. Now, with this, I don't believe I could bring this price down. If I can, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to see if I can get the information, but I don't think I could bring this down anymore with my discount I give you. So if you call, you can't say, you know, I'm getting the therapy of the week, I save $100, and I also want to apply Drew's. No, you may not be able to get that, but you could try. You could try. You know, might be able to get it. You could try. Yalfin saying, do you compete at sport? Yes, I have competed bodybuilding for a while, done a couple shows. But I'm more so not into the competitive aspect of it. I just do what I do for the mirror, do it for myself. I like to eat clean. I like to train. I like to, you know, maybe gain a little, lose a little. But basically, I just do everything on my own now. I might go back onto the stage. I have a lot of time. I'm cutting up for the summer right now, so people thinking I'm doing a show, and I don't tell people even if I am. So that's like the buzz. But no shows right now. I just compete with the mirror. I like to look good. I like to feel good. I like to always be ready. So a lot of competitive bodybuilders, male or female, they look great for like 3-4 months. Then the rest of the year, they just bloated, eating whatever. I don't want to be that. I want to look the same. I want to look fit all the time. So this is a lifestyle for me. This isn't 2 or 3 months for me. This is it. Lily Allison says, I want to see you in the WWE or MMA. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. I got a friend that's a wrestler. I have a client that's a wrestler too. So, yeah, maybe. We'll see what's up. MMA would be more my speed. I like stuff like that. I think that would be more my thing. WWE, maybe if I started when I was younger, but all the jumping and slamming and all that, like your body has to like take years to be accustomed to that. So I could throw hands. I could do all that. I like stuff like that. But in terms of like jumping up and landing on my back, that is like almost more impressive than the fighters because they're just getting pounded every single night. Hey, you write the check, I'll do either one. Either one. I'll do them both at the same time if the check is right. Someone said, really, it's so beautiful and adorable. I'm not sure what they're talking about. If you have any questions regarding Titan Therapies, that's right. You can call 727-389-3220. Someone said they follow my life. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Shout out to Alex. Let me see what else we got on here. Ooh, best of the best. People's Choice 2020, best of the best. Tampa Bay Times. The voting is open. So pretty much you can go on there. I guess you can vote Titan Medical.
Yep, the link is on the description.
He's pulling everything up on this. I have all these screens in front of me. If you guys could see what I see, it's crazy. Yeah, so pretty much best of the best. You can go online, click everything. I'm sure there's be links and everything on there. You go on there, you could vote for Titan Medical Center, and you'll get your ballot. Yeah. So we want to win. We want to win that. So go on there and vote right away. And again, tomorrow, the king will be here. The GOAT of all GOATs, the undisputed GOAT. A lot of times people say who's better, LeBron or Jordan? There's really a battle, but there's no battle when it comes to the greatest bodybuilder of all time. Ronnie Coleman. I will be with Ronnie Coleman tomorrow. Me and Big Ron. Not like the line is going to be, crazier for me, but I will be there and Big Ron will be there. Titan Medical will be there and Big Ron will be there. Tomorrow, Metroflex Gym in Tampa. The address is in Brandon, but the name of the gym is Metroflex Gym Tampa. It's on Brandon Boulevard, which is 60, not far at all from Tampa. Maybe 10, 15 minutes from downtown Tampa, not too far at all. But tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'll be over there with the booth, with the Titan girls, taking pictures, chopping it up. Big Ron will be there. I'm sure he'll have a line that's really, really long, so we got to make sure he's taken care of. But it's going to be a great time. Come see Ronnie Coleman, get a picture. And there's also going to be a big, big deadlift party over there as well, deadlift competition. And Ronnie is going to be one of the judges in the deadlift competition. So we'll see what happens. I trained there yesterday. I was with the owner yesterday. They have a couple different upgrades at the gym. It's one of the better gyms in Tampa, too. Hardcore gym, bodybuilder gym. They have the bodybuilder pictures on the walls. And I love the way the gym set up the machines. It's a great gym. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pull. Depends how much Hercules I take that morning. So I'm going to see how it feels, see what's going on. I haven't really been trained or thinking about anything like that. So I had a couple people online asking me if I should pull. They said I should do it. I probably won't do it, but it's a great time. I want to see my boy Zoe. Zoe, you know who you are. I sent you a message. Come get that. That deadlift is yours. I haven't seen too many people in Tampa. I've been in Tampa a long time now, 20 years. I've been in this bodybuilding, fitness, weightlifting, gym type stuff for a long time, and not too many people that could pull like that. So I want to see my boy Big O, BTMFB, best hype man training partners I ever had. Pull up tomorrow. Ronnie Coleman will be there, deadlift, and my boy Zoe. Zoe, you know who you are. Our boy's a beast. He's he's like the silent assassin. I see in your videos. I see you doing some stuff. So those are the two deadlift guys I want to see come out there. I know some ladies too. Bianca, come out. I know you're going to pull 405 in your sleep. So I saw the numbers yesterday at this gym, and I know a lot of people that are repping these numbers in Tampa. So people, you got to get over to Metroflex Gym Tampa. It's one of the newer gyms. Not too many people know about it yet, but when I saw these numbers on the wall, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to bring these numbers up. I'm going to bring some monsters in this. So I'll see you tomorrow from 11 a.m., to 6 p.m. at Metroflex. Any other questions on here? Someone said I give them confidence. I appreciate it. You're inspired. A lot of love today. A lot of love. That's pretty much it for today on the show. I'll wait a little bit to make sure I answer some more questions for you guys or girls. We'll be back next week, every week, 2 p.m. We're on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, hit the bell so you're notified of videos like this. And also, we can pull it up in honor of Memorial Day. The sale is actually ending today as well for blood work. So, guys, $130, you save $70. Ladies, $200, you save $100. So, think about it. This is like a perfect little couples thing. You and your girl, you and your wife go get your blood work done. You're saving $170 between the two of you. You know, you might as well, and it's like a healthy thing, a healthy thing. So, shout out to all the people. Shout out to all my veterans in honor of Memorial Day. $130 for men and $200 for women. The sale ends today, so don't wait till next week and say, hey, yeah, too late. You lost $70 or $100. Today's the day to do it. So jump on that. That's pretty much what I'll end with today. Shout out to everybody who came on. I will see everybody next week. Hit the bell on YouTube so you're notified of videos like this. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on TikTok and also the podcast. I have a podcast. I've done probably 300 shows. I've been doing this for years now. So if you want to see mine or any of John's shows, check out the podcast. Just type in Titan Medical Center Podcasts on your Google search. Or if you have an iPhone, hit the purple icon, the podcast icon, and just type Titan Medical Center with Big Drew. And you can see all my shows or listen to all my shows as well. That's it for today. Real quick, one question. Tom Frederick, why is it more expensive for females? Now, male blood work with our sale is $130, normally $200. Female blood work with our sale is $200, normally $300. Why is the females more? Because there's more testing involved. Females have more stuff they have to test for. The female body is different than the male body, so there's more they have to test for. So if there's more testing, it costs more. Kind of like if you get your car checked and they check the oil, it costs this much. We're going to check the oil. We're going to check the fan belt. We're going to check the, it costs more. On women, they have to check more. There's more testing, so that's why it costs more. That's the only reason why it costs more. But again, $200 for a woman is very cheap. Full panel blood work. We don't just test testosterone. We check everything. Other places that we've heard have said full panel, but then I'll look at their testing. It's half the stuff we do. So we test everything full panel. And again, today's the last day. Blood work special, $130 for men, $200 for women. That's it for today. I'm Big Drew. I'll see you next week. Everybody be safe. Titan Medical. Let's go.